All right, here we go. Let's add and subtract some mixed numbers. We're going to need to do some regrouping here, so these should be some fun problems. All right, so 3 4/5 plus 5 2/3. What I want to do first is I want to add them together, so let's find common denominators for the fraction part here. So fifths and thirds. So I'm going to take a look here. I like lining them up vertically, so I'm going to take 3 4/5 and 5 2/3. And I'm going to try to find a common denominator between the fifths and the thirds. I know that both of these, the whole numbers are going to stay the same. We're just looking to change the fractions to common denominators. So fifths and thirds have a common denominator of 15ths. And now let me think, okay, well, what did I multiply both of those fractions by to get 15ths here? Let's see. Use red. So 5 times 3 got 15, so let's multiply the 4 by 3 as well to get 12 15ths. And 3 times 5 is 15, so 2 times 5 would get us 10. So 3 4/5 is equivalent to 3 12 15ths. And 5 2/3 is equivalent to 5 10 15ths. So now we're going to go ahead and add these two together. So when I do, I'm going to add my whole numbers together, and then I'm going to add my fractions. So this is, my wholes is 5 plus 3 is 8. And then if I'm adding the fraction parts together, 12 15ths plus 10 15ths is 22 15ths. Now, we got a little problem because we do want to simplify our answer. And I've got a 8, and then this 22 15ths is more than 1. So let's take this. We're going to go. We're going to write this. I'm going to write this as 8 and 22 15ths. And now I need to rewrite 22 15ths as well a mixed number. So I've got 8, and I'm going to say how many 15s are there in 22? Well, if I'm not sure, I'm just going to take my numerator and I'm going to take 22 and I'm going to break it up into 15s. Well, there's only one 15 in 22, so 15 plus, what is that, 7? 15 plus 7 is 22 15ths. So here I broke my fraction into two parts. So 15 15ths plus 7 15ths. So I'm going to write that. I'm going to say that this is equal to 8 plus 15 15ths plus 7 15ths. And I know that 15 15ths is one whole. So I'm going to write this as 8 plus 1 whole plus 7 15ths. Come on. 7 15ths. Excellent. Now we're ready to get our final answer. So 8 and 22 15ths is equivalent to 9 and 7 15ths. Can't simplify it any further. That is our final answer. So we added our fractions, finding common denominators for our fractions, added the whole numbers, added the fractions, and then converted our fraction that's greater than 1 into 1 and 7 15ths, which we then could add to 8. So let's try that with subtraction. So again, we want to find common denominators between thirds and sixths. This one's not too bad. So 11 and 1/3, 2 and 5/6. And if you're saying that the common denominator is sixths, you are correct. So 3 times 2, and this is just 5/6. So we've got, this is equal to 2 and 5/6. And here's our giant 1, and this is equal to 11 and 2/6. We're subtracting, so don't forget that. So we're subtracting these two. So I'm going to go ahead and take, I'm going to say, okay, well, 11 minus 2 is 9. All right. But then there's kind of an issue here that I go to subtract 5/6 from 2/6, and that's not enough 6. I don't have enough 6. I need to take away 5, but I only have 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to borrow. I'm going to borrow 1 whole. And I'm going to actually do it over here. I'm going to say, well, 11 and 2/6. That is equal to 10 plus 1. That's 11 plus 2/6. Now remember, I didn't have enough 6, so I wanted to borrow from one hole. I wanted to borrow from the holes I had, and this 1 I'm going to end up making into, this is 10 plus 6/6. And then I can add that to 2/6. So that is equivalent to 10 and 8/6. So now I have enough 6. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to say, okay, well, let's do this here. Let's say that this is 11 and 2/6 is equivalent to 10. So it's equivalent to 10 and 8/6. Now I can subtract. Because I borrowed one hole and I regrouped and I made it 6/6. So I made that one hole 6/6 and added. Now I can subtract and get 8. 8/6 minus 5/6 is 3/6. And then you'd want to simplify, and I know that 8 and 3/6 is equivalent to 8 and 1/2. Final answer. All right, good luck.